Today I'm going to be talking to you about farmland and crops and growing crops and vegetables. What's the most profitable? Which one should you be growing and which one should you not be growing? Let's get right into it. Let's get started here. So in order to get a farm or farmland, you need a personal island, which means you need premium, 30 days of premium. Once you paid for that first premium, either with real money or in-game money, your character can buy a personal island. You cannot have farmland on a guild island, unfortunately. But what can you grow on farmland? Okay, you can grow carrots, beans, wheat, turnips, cabbage, potatoes, corn, and pumpkin. And the way it works is once you have premium, you start generating focus, 10,000 focus a day, and once you max out growing crops, every single crop only costs 125 focus to water. But you'll notice that each of these crops, they have a crop yield, which is when you have premium. You should only ever harvest crops when you have premium. Never ever harvest crops without premium active. You will lose so much money, okay? You have a watering bonus where you increase your seed yield, and then you have a regular seed yield if you don't water the crops. But your seed yield combines with your watered yield for a combination of total yield, okay? What it means is that if your yield is over 100%, you have a chance to get 2 seeds, okay? When you get 1 seed, you get your initial cost back, and every island has the vendor over here where you can buy seeds. But also, do note that seeds are generally cheaper in the market because players will have an abundance of seeds that they want to sell, and they will sell it below the vendor value, okay? So with that said, let me just show you some raw data here. Let's talk about it. So here we go. 125 focus at max spec, that's what we're going with here today. You'll notice that carrots have no basic yield, but they only cost 2,000 silver for the seed, okay? Every crop on average, the average harvest will be 9 crops, okay? 9 crops on average will sell for 3,000 silver after taxes, usually if you have premium active. And that's what we're calculating with today. So you can see here, looking at the raw numbers, that the best crop that you can possibly grow would be potatoes, right? Because potatoes give you a 1,000.5 average if you don't water them, but they also give a 5,050 silver, 5,050.5 silver average if you do water them, which is more than anything else, with pumpkins being the lowest if you water them. And it looks like, I think turnips are no, it looks like also pumpkins. Yeah, so pumpkins are the worst one if you don't water them compared to if you do. But there's a lot more factors to think about here, and we're going to talk about that as well. But before we do, I just want to say that when you have when you've maxed out a crop, you can essentially water 80.88888 crops, or squares per day, which on average will make you over 400,000 silver, but it's actually more than that, and I'm going to talk about that as well. So, we have the average market value, which most crops will fluctuate up and down depending on supply and demand, but here you can see the superior crop to grow is wheat, because wheat has the highest average market value. And remember, all crops that you grow, you will average 9 per square, and there are 9 squares per plot. And the most economical island will have 3 plots, okay? So, with that, we already know that wheat is the most profitable crop that we should be growing, and looking at the previous chart, we also know that wheat averages 1,000 to 5,000, depending on if you water it or not. So, it's a pretty good investment, but that's not the only thing we need to calculate. We also need to calculate seed profit, and to do that, we need to take the average market values of seeds, because some seeds are more in demand than others. Some seeds are sold very close, if not very close, to the vendor's value. Sometimes I've seen seeds go over the vendor value for people that are just too lazy to go to their island and buy seeds. They just buy it in the market. I don't understand why, since the vendor is literally right next to your farm. Okay, it makes no sense to buy it ever from the market, but people do. I don't get it. I don't understand. But here we go. And here are the current seed difference from the vendor's market average. So for instance, for carrots, the seed costs 2,000, but on average, on the market, people are buying seeds from each other for 1,724 for a difference of 276 silver, okay? Beans, way more, 618, wheat 315 difference, and then it just jumps like crazy. Turnips, cabbages, potatoes, corn, and pumpkins just go wild. So you can see that while on the first screen, potatoes were mathematically the best thing to grow by about 50 silver, they are not the best seed to sell by 2,601 silver. That's how much you're losing when you sell potato seeds on the market compared to what the vendor sells them for. Whereas wheat, compared to carrots, those are the two lowest ones on the list. Carrots sold on average 200 to 300 silver cheaper than wheat did, and because it's only a 50 silver difference between the seeds, this makes wheat, again, the winner for seed differentials. One last factor for selling items is the volume of sales per day. Now, I sampled Bridgewatch over the past 4 months and took averages per day, weekends being higher, and weekdays, especially school days and work days, being lower. So, as you can see here, carrots blow everything else out of the water in sales volume. So if you're looking to have hundreds or even maybe 1,000 islands where you just play all day and play little Farmville mode, you're definitely going to be able to sell all your carrots every single day for a profit, okay? Whereas if you were a bean grower, you're going to struggle to sell those beans because not many people buy beans compared to carrots. But wheat stands strong at over 100,000, turnips also suffering just like beans, cabbage doing pretty well, actually better than wheat, potatoes and corn not so good, pumpkins a little on the low end, and you may be asking, why are so many more people buying carrots over everything else? What makes carrots so special? And the reason why is because it is the cheapest crop, and because it's the cheapest, they all give the same nutritional value, and they all give the same food value to livestock and animals. If for people that grow and raise animals, they have to feed the animals. So carrots are by far the best thing to feed animals with because they are the cheapest. So that is why they are bought more than everything else. But because they are bought more than everything else, that's also why they are on the lower end of sales. But the thing is, even if you have a crop that sells for more than everything else, you want to make sure that that crop will sell quickly on the market. And so again, because wheat is decently high on the list, it's not the highest, it's not the lowest, but it's high enough that your hundreds of farms will definitely be able to sell through it every single day. That is why wheat is recommended for me, because not only do you make the most profit growing wheat, it's low end on the tier list, so you don't have to, like, you know, tack up to it. It's great profit, it's easy, it you know, it's got that seed yield, it's even good if you don't have premium, because it won't cost you too much if you, you know, lose a bunch of coin flips, because it is a 60% chance to get a seed anyway. So you won't bankrupt yourself if you have a low startup cash, if you choose not to water your plants. With that said, that is how to profit. That is the best crop that you can grow. That is how money works and focus works with farmland. So hopefully this video helped you out. I'm Soul Benji. Thanks for watching. As always, be a bro and stay swole. I read every single comment, so make sure you leave me a comment. I read all of them. I may not reply to all of them, okay? I got videos every single day on this channel, so make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss tomorrow's video. And with that said, if this video really helped you out and you are, like, financially stable in real life, you have a good job, you have lots of money, maybe consider donating, okay? Click that thanks button down below. Leave me a monetary donation. I could really use it right now. I don't want to rant why, but I do appreciate all that do donate. The donations show up in the comment section, and if you donate enough, it will change the color of your comment section. So that's really cool. Also, become a channel member. It's $5 a month. You click the join button for that one. That also supports me, and you get access to private, more personal videos. Some of those are things that are just too good to release to the public. There is a playlist in the pinned comment. Check out those members-only videos. If one of those interests you, maybe consider becoming a member. I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to like the video before you leave, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Take care.